This episode of the Moshe News was brought to you by...
When I was young, my mama would say, you've got a long way to go. When there were times that I'd give up, I'd just bring myself right back to the top, because I'm on my way.
And by Brooklyn Brokerage. All forms of insurance. Personal, commercial, business. And Dr. Kaplan addresses marriage, pre-marriage, and family issues. With office locations in Crown Heights and Riverdale, call for a free phone consultation to see if his services are right for you.
Hey, welcome back to another exciting edition of the Moshe News. Psst, move over. I'm sorry, you want me to stand over there? Okay. It's better. Welcome back to another exciting edition of the Moshe News.
Look at the camera. Stand there, but look here.
Oh, you want me to stand here?
Yeah.
But look over there. Okay, you could have said something in the beginning. It's called communication. You can Google it. Whatever fast. Take a college course. As I was saying before, the large sweaty man behind the camera interrupted us. Welcome back to another exciting edition of the Moshe. My name is Dr. Phil Howard Davis.
Phil Howard Davis.
I'm filling in for Moshe Kravitsky while he's away on vacation this week. If you haven't noticed, over the past couple of months, his mental health has been steadily declining. So his doctor suggested that he take a much-needed break.
Some people would say it's raining and it's about to thunderstorm. Yeah. I'm on vacation and I'm enjoying it for the first time in my life. Ain't no phone near the pool!
Now, just to put your worried minds at ease, I'm overly qualified for this position. I'm actually a PhD, not just because the initials of my name are PhD.
Phil Howard Davis.
But rather because I actually have a PhD in the field of cognitive thinking in felines, with a special emphasis on the way they think when they go into their seizure-like frenzies. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is a cat. I drew it on... Okay, that was really funny who did. And finally, Moshe didn't actually leave a script for me to read on the show today. Although, in all fairness, he did leave that piece of chewing gum on the front desk when you walked in, which I just pretty much assumed was a thank you gift for filling in for him this week. As such, I will be making everything up today as I go along. Please don't feel bad if you can't keep up with me. I'm smarter than you. We will begin with the following. Apparently, someone at the summer camps allowed all those children to get back onto the bus and drive back to the drop-off location which we left them at the beginning of the summer. I can only imagine that from here on out they will be coming and knocking on the doors of their former homes in high hopes that we will eventually allow them inside. And let's be honest, if you don't do that within a couple of hours, they'll start doing that loud thing where the water comes out of their eyes. It's actually quite unpleasant for everyone standing around. Yeah, not much of a choice over there unless you like being thrown into the slammer. But the glass is always half full, and so the upside to this is that in camp they didn't get eaten by any large grizzly bears or thrown off any high cliffs. Right, it's a good thing. We have to remember that. Of course, another upside is that in just a few short days, school will start. And when that happens, they will get back into the swing of things and everyone will be happy again. Of course, not your children, because they never like going to school. But before your children go back to school, you may want to take a couple of minutes to talk to them about bullying. Okay, because apparently millions of children each and every year are being bullied in their very own classroom settings. It's quite sad. Sometimes the bully can be one boy bullying another, or it could be a group of children bullying a lone boy or lone girl. Okay, and from personal experience, not always does the bully have to be physically larger. In fact, I can tell you I've met many tiny children who have actually been quite terrifying. It's all those teeth and little fingers that they have. There's really no telling what they're planning on doing with them next. Okay, they break things and hurt other people. You got to keep your eye on the small ones. It's a reverse psychology. I don't plan on fixing the world's global epidemic of bullying in the next couple of moments, but the situation has become so bad, in fact, that the US government has set up a website, stopbullying.gov. It's a website which teaches the parents and educates children on how to put an end to this global epidemic. And also there's a picture of a pig with a knapsack standing on the side. I don't know what they were hoping to accomplish with that. I once heard a line that actually makes a lot of sense. Now it says, if you want to make yourself higher, do so by raising yourself up. Don't put others down. Or was it stand on a chair and flail your arms higher than the next guy? I'm not quite sure, but we all have to be very wary of those little kids with the fingers, okay? They can hurt others really badly. Let's not let bullying move another inch, okay? Be like that pig with the knapsack or something. Just take care of it and talk to people before you start eating large quantities of chocolate just to soothe yourself and make yourself feel better. But at the same time, I can say that eating chocolate excessively didn't help anybody. Okay, there's this man in Bolivia.
Bolivia, it's a country.
Who they reported just this week lives until 123 years old today, and his secret was constantly eating chocolate leaves. No, chocolate does not grow from the ground in little candy wrappers, but it's something like that, the cocoa leaf, whatever. And my point is, at 123 years old, what do you really tell this man on the day of his birthday? May you live until 120 what? Right, exactly. I'm just going to take a stab in the dark over here and guess that 123-year-old man was just a little boy. Nobody bullied him and called him liar, liar, pants on fire. And whenever a child tells that to you, it actually hurts a lot. Not only because it hurts your feelings, but also because it would really hurt if your pants actually caught fire. And finally, the smartphone manufacturer, whose claim to fame is that the next big thing is already here, is about to unveil the newest member of its family, the Samsung Galaxy Mega. Okay, standing at 6.3 inches tall, this phone is so big it would literally crush your child if you were to drop it on him by accident. For the love of God, I have no idea what use anyone would have for such a large phone, okay? But to put things into perspective, the Samsung Galaxy S3 stands at an approximate 4.8 inches. And even that in your hand could be uncomfortable and cumbersome to manipulate and maneuver. Okay, so trying to make a phone call on this new Galaxy Mega would be like trying to balance a 2-ton elephant on your shoulder whilst using the water inside its trunk to take a cold shower. Why bother?
How does that even make sense?
Right, there's really no explanation. Okay, so it should come as absolutely no surprise to anybody that Samsung is now officially considering changing their marketing slogan from the next big thing is already here to here you go, make a phone call with this elephant. But if you or someone you know complain about the little text size of the ABCs or the numbers on keypads and cell phones and laptop computers and what have you, this phone, the Galaxy Mega, is for you. So long as you can hire someone to carry it around with you wherever you go throughout the day. Now the downside to that is you'll probably have to pay a little bit extra for workers' compensation because let's be honest, there will be lawsuits. But the upside is you will always be able to read your text messages from 4.6 blocks away. So that's pretty much the end of the episode. As you can see, the subscribe button is already up there because I'm not into that whole cutesy click this, cutesy click that. I don't do any of that. If you want, you can click it whenever. Okay, I know he usually does a little snapping with his fingers and he disappears poof like that. That's kind of childish. I'm going to create my own outro. I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. I'm educated. You're not. Okay, I'll see you next week. Unless, of course, Moshe comes back from his vacation. So, yeah.
Feel the power, David.
Doobie doobie doo.
ideas of a life. I mean, it's raining. I don't mind the rain so much, but I'm just so But this vacation is one of the best I've ever had. I'm so happy. Hey, no throwing the paper! Aim for my head. My head. Here. Enjoying it for the first time in my life. Hey, no throwing near the pool!
Oh, that was real mature. Now this belongs to me.